Hello and welcome to the musical definition game, also known as Do You Know the Meaning of the Lyrics You're Singing? Where I ask members of the cast of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat to define a word or expression we come across in the show. My name is Nicole Raj. I play one of the narrators. Let's begin. Being told we're also rans. What does also rans mean?
Also rans? I'm guessing mean that they're...
If I recall correctly, it has something to do with like a horse.
I knew this because it was part of my research. What is it, bad people, basically?
They're bad horses.
I'm trying to think of the song until they're also ran doesn't make it. Brands, I'm guessing it means even though that they're means by their siblings, brothers. It still doesn't mean that they're, because they're saying about they're still not as fans. That's my guess for that.
And also ran is one of the people who have run in a race but didn't win.
Something with a horse. I think something where maybe in a race, they're behind.
For horses that came second place, so it basically means loser.
Isn't that the definition? Being told they're being told they're not the best one.
But not being told they're horses. So he's unsuccessful.
Exactly. So they also ran the race, but they didn't win.
The also rans are the horses that didn't win in the horse race. And being told we're also rans does not make us Nicole fans.
A runner-up. So the idea is in a race, you have the winner, and then you have an also ran, someone who also ran in the race that you didn't do as well.
Toe the line.
Oh, that's a good one. This is tricky.
When somebody doesn't follow your orders.
But my wife never told the line.
When you're on, kind of when you're on a tightrope and you don't want to fall off, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to get at right now?
She would never go past the line of loyalty. She would never toe the line. She would never jump across that line where you're faithful and you're not faithful. She'd never toe the line. It's a feeling.
Oh, it means to follow orders.
I'd like to phone a friend.
You want to push the boundaries, but you want to keep the peace, but you want to push the boundaries. So you're towing the line between what's okay and what's not okay.
You're about to cross the line, but not quite. But you're almost there. You know what I mean?
Accept authority, follow rules.
That's not what I thought it meant. That's embarrassing.
It means following rules.
She would never not follow rules.
She would never follow rules.
I'm thinking this completely wrong.
Toe the line, an expression that comes from hammer throw in the Olympic Games. And towing the line means staying within the circle. And the extension of that would be following the rules or doing things right.
Wow. Well said.
Thank you, Matilda and Tim Minchin.
Jeeves.
Butler.
Yes.
Yes,
I
really.
mean, it's a comic noble servant.
Early 2000s internet thing, right?
Oh, it's another term for butler. I know the random ones.
Or it's like a butler, uptight,
Absolutely.
Always looking at Nick. Jeeves of his time.
Chisel.
A chisel is there's the thing, and then with the hammer, and then it comes apart. The little.
A pair of scissor-like instruments that cut chains.
A tool or an implement that you use to chip away at stone, if you're sculpting something or...
I actually don't remember that word in the show at all.
Joseph told the guards to fetch a chisel from the local store.
It's a tool to break. In this case, was to break.
To etch in stone.
You know what they used to use to make something in
that's more ancient.
a rock? Yes. That's why I go like this. Because
I might go like this.
No.
Cut the chains. I'm just gonna go cut the chains.
Yeah. To cut the chains, hit the floor. crook?
Crook, it's like the crook of your elbow. Or a crook, like somebody who steals things.
Criminal. No.
It's like a criminal, like a person who's done something malicious.
If I say men of the soil of the sheaf and crook.
Oh, the other crook. One of those like sticks with like the curve that.
Yeah, shepherd's stick.
A shepherd's stick. There you go.
Oh, it's a body of water. Isn't it? Is it not a body of water? This is so embarrassing.
Does it have to do with corn? Do you crook corn? Is that what you do?
No.
Is that how you cultivate corn? You crook it?
Listen, I go with the feeling of things. Crook to me is something to to catch the sheep.
Not like a staff, but sort of like a cane
Yes.
that the pharaoh holds that has a crook.
You see, that's interesting
Yeah.
because you're using the crook definition for another kind of crook. But
Yeah. Oh,
here I
okay,
had it
what
as
kind of
like a
crook?
shepherd's stick.
Because yeah, the
That's
pharaoh
nice.
also holds a crook and I guess it's a sheaf too. Because as Egyptian pharaohs do, they wouldn't actually use them in the way that shepherds do. It's more ceremonial. So at the top of my number, when I'm holding it like this, yeah, I guess they're not real. They're just symbolic.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, I never knew that.
Is it related to like farming?
Yeah.
I gave you two pretty valid definitions, I think. What is it?
It's the end of the stick that the shepherd uses to push the sheep, compared to the hook, which they use to pull the sheep.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, that was quite fun. See you next time on the Musical Definition Show. Game, it's a game.